Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with day 29 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And as I pulled this sketch up, I saw it's by Scrappy Adam, and I knew he had one in here, but I've been in a blur for most of the month. But anyway, this is almost exactly the same design that I did when I decided I couldn't decide which half of my Pink Fresh paper I wanted to use for my Pink Fresh Friday layout. And so I cut it in half and turned it around and held it together with washi tape on the back and then put a strip of paper down the front. So I'm going to do my best to make this one look very different, although I'm still going to keep with the vertical alignment, I think. And I'm using my Scrap Backwards kit for this. Let me get the camera a little bit so it's easier to keep things in frame. Anyway, this is the paper I had left. So I had about an 8-inch strip of the brown, and I had this beautiful teal, and then I had this polka dot, which I didn't think I wanted for today because I was going to do some colorful embellishments that, and I wasn't sure how great this kind of cream background. So I have in mind that I'm going to use these scraps for my page tomorrow, which is going to be for off the board with pineapple papers and 30 days of sketches. Instead of pulling some inspiration from Pinterest like we're supposed to, I'm going to pull a sketch from 30 days. I will go look on, I kind of have a vague idea of the subject that's going to be based on what's left in my Scrap Backwards kit. So I'm going to go to Pinterest and find a mood board that will support what I want to do with what I have left in my, so that's really going backwards, right? Normally you would pull your inspiration from Pinterest and then go find your supplies, but not me. So I've got to get everything off the table because it is a horrid mess. Now, we have got now 72 permanent rules and 91 temporary rules with a few, all these things scratched out. So about 140, 150 rules. I'm going to try to get as many as I can on here, but I'm not going to make you suffer through all of those. So I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to do the rules that I can remember, and then when the camera has stopped, I will I'll go find some more, and I'll try to see if I can do it without totally covering the design and messing up the page. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. This is paper from a pad, and it is, I believe the collection is, let me pull, I'll never find it. I have some rub-ons from that collection, and I always have to refer to the rub-ons to see what it is. It's Fancy Pants Swagger. I knew it was Fancy Pants, but I couldn't come up with Swagger. So I can tell you that this rub-on of the little hexagons is going to make it onto here. Maybe the larger one too. We'll see. Okay, so I've got my half and half done. Aren't you proud of me? I since we're going on a cruise, what this is about, by the way, is kind of an excitement page about the cruise that Adam and I are going on, the Vicky Boutin cruise, and we're kind of beginning to make plans. So you'll see the photos as I go on. I've got this wonderful Bramble Fox title that says, "Keep Calm and Craft On." So that's going to go on the navy blue background. I've also got a picture of the Beatles in here because we're going to Liverpool. And the picture of the Beatles is a photograph I took of a postcard that Helen Parker sent me, an Island Scrapper, for those of you who want to check her out on YouTube, and Helen Rockabilly Girl if you want to look her up on Instagram. I've got 2022 here, which I may or may not use. I may save that for something else. I have some Bramble Fox paper snips, which has in here Forever Friends, and it's in a typewriter font, so that's good for a point. But let me pull all this over to the side, and I want to do something that goes down the center that gets me a point. Since we're doing a cruise, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to put it over on the brown side, and it's a nautical, a compass rose, and a lot of it's going to get covered up anyway, but I'll leave enough showing so that we, you and I know it's there. And I have, well, let's just get started. Let's just get this party started. I thought I've cut as many 3x4 pieces as I could from different pattern papers that I had left. I didn't have enough of the red and white stripe or the black and white polka dot to get 3x4. This is the photo announcement for the cruise. It's Vicky Boutin's European Adventure, and I've typed under there, "We're crafting with Vibu." And then I've got, this is the photo of the Beatles, and I'm going to try to work the fab in there, and we get a point for having a number. So I'm going to find a 4, and it's going to say Fab 4. So I'm thinking that ought to be good. And then this I'm rather proud of. I have, I took a photo I found of Adam, a recent photo taken of myself, and I ran them through the same filter on the Prisma app and kind of scaled them to be about the same size, and then mooshed them together so it looks like we're right there in the same room, which we will be in June, but haven't been yet. So I'm going to put that right there, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to, I've got this that says smile, and I'm going to try to work that in here somehow. Let's get this on, because this is going to be the simplest one. I'm going to put this on kind of straight on there, and then I'll do these on foam as we go up. Kind of like that. And then this, oh, I didn't put the foam. Okay, that's silly. Like that. And then this is going to go on foam. And I'm going to bring it back straight, but slightly offset. There we go. And this is the only one I'm going to really fuss with like that, because it's the platform for this fabulous perspective. And I'm running, okay, I'm not even going to make you watch me fiddle with my glue. I'm just going to lay it up there and we'll know that's where it's going. Okay, so that's the only one that's going to be vertical. Everything else is going to be horizontal, and I'm going to do the same thing. Lay one parallel there, kind of offset the others. I'm going to move the red. Well, you know, I think this shows up better on red. So I will do this. I've already, okay, I need foam, 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 foam. I'm going a little bit nuts because I have a, an important, okay, that's gonna work. Telephone call that I need to have this finished in time to do that phone call because, you know, of course, I'm using my phone. How about we do that there, and then I'm going to put some foam behind this guy and insert it as if it were a tab, and I may put a word strip or something on that. I'm going to put it kind of at an angle right there, and then I'm going to put this on foam. Well, actually, I want to first, you know, I've been dying to use this, this icon, this sticker from my sticker sheet. So do I want it over here? I think I'm going to have that lined up there, and then I'll put this kind of out like that. Okay. That works. I want to be sure I have some red over on this side because that really sets off the photo there. Okay, now we're going to work on the Beatles. Let's do this kind of parallel and somewhat related to where that one went. Okay, it's not sticking. This paper is really kind of a little bit textured. And I need foam here, and we're going to be driving to Liverpool, so I may use my car. You know that there will be a million pages after the cruise, and I'm going to put this maybe up a bit from the yellow, and then this maybe over so that I can do the fab like that. I don't want it all, how's that? I think that's gonna work. And I will glue that on later because I know my glue's not working now. So we'll get this on. And I don't want to cover Ringo's face there. Maybe there. And then I think that's gonna work. Maybe even like that. And I can put the 4 bridging across there. So we have to find the right 4. And then I'll do this one. Now this one is going to be a little bit oddball since I'm gonna have this as my back piece, and it isn't full-sized. But I think I can kind of work this anyway, because you know I'm going to be having so many embellishments up next to there. In fact, that's a good spot for the smile to go. And I will put a piece of foam on it to kind of prop it up. And this I will put straight, kind of like that, with some foam. Okay. I'll do that, and then this can kind of go, let me scooch it under there and have it come out right there. Okay, now let's see where we are. I have this star that's on grid paper, and I get points for both of those. I have a star here too, so I don't need this, but I'm committed to using things from the kit, and this is from the kit. So I'm going to put that there. And I have a map circle that I've cut out here. And I think I'm going to put it maybe right there because it contrasts with that. Okay, I have this little stack of suitcases, which could go right here. Okay, and I'll just keep them down. Now, I've got this little red car. And I think I will, oh, it's wanting to stick. Usually I can't get these to stick well enough, but this particular one, this is an Echo Park. This particular one is sticking like crazy, and we've seen that before on the kit. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. And this brings some red into this little scenario. I need to bring some red into this one. Okay. I think we're good there. I need to find the 4. And one of these has a... Okay. There's a big 4 here. There is a 4 that's the wrong color there, but there's a 4 right here that I'll bet works. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some adhesive runner back here. And if I need to go back and add tape runner later, I will. But there's my 4. It's the Fab 4. I need a paper clip, and I've got one that's in the form of a flamingo, and maybe I'll do that. I have no idea. I strongly suspect there will be no flamingos involved in this trip, but you know me and Calvinball points. It doesn't have to make sense for me to use it. And let me cut out my Forever Friends from the paper snips. I love that idea. Okay, and I'm not just going to meet Adam. I'm going to meet a whole slew of people who are coming to the crop that has been moved from Manchester to Liverpool. And there are some people that I will get a chance to meet that I've known for many years. Emma Clark of Minus Scrap is coming up to visit. And of course, I'll get to meet Lisa, who lives near Adam, and Catherine Ronson. Let's see, here's where I want to put this. I'll put it right there, kind of parallel with the top of that green card. And if I need to put something else down there, I can always do that. Okay, let's look at the sheet. This sheet has a ticket, and I'm going to tear the ticket in half and kind of do this, and I'm going to staple it and get the one of my subscribers, a very, oh no, out of staples. You might know. Well, I'll staple something else somewhere else. So I'm going to kind of slide this in behind here. And someone reminded me that I could actually, I'm always looking around for something silver, and she reminded me that I could stack staples and silver. So isn't that exciting? Okay, so here's a little tag that says, "It's time for an adventure." And do I want this above or below this? I could have it below and hanging off, and then I can put other embellishments down under there, like a piece of a doily or something that gets me points. Now, my big question is, I know the cruise is going to France. I don't know if it's going to Paris, but why not put an Eiffel Tower on my page, right? It's on the sticker sheet. I'm trying to use things up. And it has nothing to do with crafting, which is what that says. But I'm gonna put it there anyway because I think the colors go nicely. Okay. Here's a little thing that says Carpe Diem 5 cents. And it has the ship. And I don't need it for points. But it's just cute. There we go. And I'll put it so that you can see the water that the boat is in. Discover new places. That's certainly going to be happening. Maybe Manchester is going to be a new place. And that's where I'll be staying, at Scrappy Adams' house. I think that's all I can get off this page. I want to use this to put like a title. And I'd like to do Let's Cruise. I wonder if I tell you what I'm going to do. Oh. Why don't we do it in the navy and the white? Because I can actually see those letters. Okay, so. Here. I'm going to let them cross this little bridge down the line here. And I think that will actually look nice. Okay. Hopefully I've left enough room. I should have started from the E. I think I'm not going to have enough room. So let me go back over here and I'll reposition these. Thankfully they're not sticking very well, and I'm going to have to go back over them with some glue. And I have a geotag and a couple little arrows and a couple other stickers from here that I think are going to be usable. The positioning is not ideal, and I'll do the final positioning when I go off camera. Okay, and then I'm going to do let's. Again, I should probably have, and I may put these on, lift these up and put them on foam. And I'll find a way to do an apostrophe there with my white pen, maybe. Okay, so that's kind of what's going to be there. That also kind of tells me how much or how little room I've got for the Calvinball points up and down there. I've got this geotag that brings that yellow color. I've got yellow in these 3 spots. I don't have any over here. So I'm going to just put it right there on the photo just for an accent. Let's see what I've got. I've got enjoy and escape, and I like both of those sentiments. Let me get the colors and see what looks best where. There or there. I kind of like this one here because I've got the green there, and I've got to get a little bit of foam on there to kind of pop it up. And we're kind of nearing the end of what I'm going to subject you all to. And it is going to be an escape. Adam's going to be escaping Flareland, and he's busily trying to get the plans in order to make sure that nothing goes unshipped or unresponded to. We're hoping we have good Wi-Fi on board the ship, and we're assuming that will be the case. I'm going to put this enjoy right above on the car. Adam's housemate is, I think, trying to make some arrangements for the full-on touristy Beatlemaniac kind of visit to Liverpool, and I'm just so excited. I'm going to take a couple little hearts here, the green and blue, and I'm going to actually put them on a red arrow. I've got to keep them on my fingers while I do this. I get credit for an arrow. I also get credit for a bicycle. I don't know if a bicycle will be involved at all, but let's see. If that goes there, I maybe can do this right there and add the green heart first and put the navy one second so that there's some depth shadowing underneath it. Okay, we also get credit for buttons and this and diagonal stripes, and this sticker, this button sticker it is a button and it's got diagonal stripes. So where would I want this? I need to add some green, maybe right down here. Where do I want to put this? I tell you what, I'm going to do some red, navy, and teal banners. And I'm going to cut the bottom off and slide them right there and put this little green button right on top. Okay, so we've got kind of all the colors that are going on here. And I've got this arrow that says dates, and I think I might put it here. Let me put it on foam. And then I will do a small little label that will have the dates. Running right across the red and white stripes. Okay, I think that's it. Well, I do need this little red suitcase. I need red up here, right? So maybe kind of right there. And I'm going to put it on foam. And now, well, we'll look at that last one and see if there's anything. Okay, there. I don't think there's anything else here that I need to use. There's this piece right here that says adventurers, and I'm thinking I really don't necessarily need that. I need some green, some of this pretty green down here. Ah, here we go. I'm gonna fussy cut the bicycle, and kind of just because it's green, we no longer get a point for fussy cutting. That's been taken off the temporary rules, but we do get a point for bicycle. And Adam, what this means is that somehow we have to find an opportunity to ride bicycles, and I promise I'm not going to get injured like Chris's mom did when you took her bicycle riding. I guess maybe I should be careful going bicycle riding with you guys. And let's see what we're doing here. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna put a little bit of foam there and a little bit of foam here. And I think that may be it, although I see something else that I think we could use on here. Maybe I'll put that right here, kind of like it's part of that it's time for an adventure. But there's this that says you are here. It's a tab, and I've got it in 2 colors. I think I'll go with the lighter one because it kind of ties in this strip here. I'm gonna, well, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And I'm gonna put this right there. I want it straight. This I want straight, so maybe I'll just have it at an angle. There we go. Okay, it's easier than straight. And I've got a thing here that says I want to ride my bicycle, and I'm going to save that in case I find another use for it. So this is how it probably would end if I weren't doing Calvinball. but I'm gonna add a few more points, not gonna overdo it because I really like how it looks right now. I will be adding a small clock and a small butterfly and a very small chicken. Oh, the chicken is stuck to the clock. Maybe I could do something like that. Why don't I just do that? And I will, of course, have find a way to have oh, I've got flare. I haven't put any flare on here yet. And I have this sailboat that I'm going to use for sure. And I think, and I like this ocean one. And we get a point now for a squirrel, and normally I save the squirrels for Ava pages, but I'm going to use the squirrel on here just for the heck of it. So no idea where I'm going to put them. I'm going to re-glue this and kind of tidy that up a bit. And this last page I don't think has anything. Ah, look, I could have used that little green thing that says bike route. I will definitely use that on my next page, which will be tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and check out my Instagram at Scrappy Kathy Y to see the finished page. I will always post my finished pages there. So thank you for watching. Bye. Let me pull it up for a close-up. I haven't done that a lot lately. This one's going to be hard because I have some loose things on here, but you can kind of see. And I like the contrast between the teal and the brown. And I know Helen Parker is kind of laughing because I'm using brown. But hey, I did my nails pink, which is probably also making her cringe. So thanks for watching. Bye.